In today's video, we're going to read a news article, an advanced news article in English so you can improve all areas of your English together. For the first part, I'm going to read the news line by line and then I'll break down and explain every important words and some grammar structures so you can use them in your daily English or daily conversations. Then for the second part of the video, I will go through the article one more time so you can become familiar with the natural intonation and rhythm of English language. Let's jump in. The title of our today's article is Canada's economy is in serious trouble. Now Mark Carney is coming to Washington to talk tariffs. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney is making his second visit to the White House to talk trade. So we have a grammar tense here. Present continuous. When we use present continuous, I mean to be plus verb ing, we are referring to things or events that are happening at the moment or now, or they are planned to happen soon. Mark Carney is making his second visit. Is making. It's a sign of present continuous because we have to be verb, which is is, and then we have verb make plus ing, making. So it's present continuous and it's saying that he is planning to have a second visit to where? To the White House to talk trade, to discuss about trading stuff. He wants to pressure the US to remove certain tariffs on Canadian steel, autos, and aluminum. So the main word and main issue this article is talking about is tariffs. What is a tariff? Tariff is a kind of tax which is imposed on imported goods. So imagine you have a country, you are a president and you run a country. When you want to import some goods, when you want to enter some goods into your country and you are buying those goods from other countries, you put tariff on them, which is a tax and it's only used for imported goods. The US added a 25% tariff on Canadian steel. Steel, autos, and aluminum are some kind of, Canadian goods. They can be found everywhere, but particularly in this article, we are referring to them as Canadian goods, which are being exported to the US, and US is putting a tariff on them. Carney has already made concessions, including dropping counter tariffs and scrapping a digital services tax aimed at US tech firms. So we have a different grammar tense here, which is present perfect. Has made concessions. Let's talk what concession means. So concession is something you give up in a negotiation. He made concessions to reach an agreement. So the concessions that Carney has made, which is present perfect, it means he did it in the past, but they are still true and important present or now. So he canceled counter tariffs. So Carney has put no tariffs on imported goods from the US, but the US has made them. To scrap means to cancel or to remove something. They decided to scrap the tax plan. They decided to cancel the tax plan. So Carney has made some concessions, including he first canceled the counter tariffs and then he canceled some tax on digital services. While most Canadian exports are tariff-free under the USMCA treaty, Sector-specific tariffs have hurt Canada's steel, auto, and small business sectors. What are exports? Exports are usually the goods that you send from your country to another country. We call them exports. So, most of the exports are tariff-free. Most of the Canadian exports are tariff-free. It means they have no tax imposed on them. There is no tax for them. And sector specific. Sector specific is an adjective, and sector means a specific part of a country, a specific part of a company. The auto sector has been hurt by tariffs. So there are specific sectors from Canadian exports that are hurt because of the tariffs, because of the tax imposed on them. Analysts say private negotiations might work better than high-profile visits. Carney will also propose a new economic and security relationship with the US. So we have the word negotiation. Negotiation means discussions between some people that they want to reach to an agreement. And negotiate means to talk and agree on something. So private negotiations might work better. And we have the modal verb might work better. Might. It's showing the possibility. It may be the solution, but it's not a certainty. And then we have the word high profile, which means well known or public. So private negotiations might work better than the high-profile visits. It means private talkings, private discussions is better than talking in public. It was a high-profile meeting. And relationship means the connection between two people or two countries, two companies. Now let's go through the article one more time, and I will read it so you can become familiar with the natural intonation and rhythm of English language. Let's go. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney is making his second visit to the White House to talk trade. He wants to pressure the US to remove certain tariffs on Canadian steel, autos, and aluminum. Carney has already made concessions, including dropping counter tariffs and scrapping a digital services tax aimed at US tech firms. While most Canadian exports are tariff-free under the USMCA treaty, sector-specific tariffs have hurt Canada's steel, auto, and small business sectors. Analysts say private negotiations might work better than high-profile visits. Carney will also propose a new economic and security relationship with the US.